stop getting fucked up. What did I have in my cup?
What is up, my celestial garden? I hope you all are doing well. I hope y'all are dealing with the start of 2021 in a good way. If not, I'm sorry that you're going through it, but we're going through it together, I promise. But I am back again because 2021, I wanted to make sure I give flowers where flowers are due. And I'm starting with a video for Miss Jazmine Sullivan because she deserves more respect on her name. So, Jazmine Sullivan has been an icon, a huge music powerhouse for years. And she has dropped, honestly, people keep calling it an EP, but this is an album. Like, ma'am gave us an album. Like, there is 14 tracks on this album. It is called, I think it's called Hex Tales because it's spelled like Heaux Tales. So I'm thinking it's Hex Tales, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna read you this bio off of her Spotify. I use Spotify, that's what we're using. So off of her Spotify, it says Jazmine Sullivan has authored the kind of songbook that could form the basis of a jukebox musical. Honestly and truly, because her pen game, iconic. Given the versatility the R&B artist has displayed as a gospel-reared and stage-trained powerhouse vocalist, the production would require a large and exceptionally talented ensemble to do right by the source material. Stymied before she was able to release an album recorded in her mid-teens, the Philadelphian broke through in her late teens as a songwriter with Say I, which was dropped in 2006, a top 40 hit for Christina Milian. Fam, shortly after that, she launched her career as a headliner with the similarly successful Need You Bad, the first single off Fearless, which was dropped in 2008, a top 10 album that garnered seven Grammy nominations, including Best R&B Album and Best New Artist. Although Sullivan has released only 2 full-length since then, namely Love Me Back in 2010 and Reality Show in 2015, they have also been met with widespread acclaim, high chart placement, and additional Grammy nominations. All along, Sullivan has cultivated a substantial secondary discography as a songwriter and featured vocalist, underscored with a #1 R&B/hip-hop hit co-written for Monica, Everything to Me. Ooh, Everything to Me. Ooh, such and a Grammy-nominated duet with PJ Morton, Built for Love. Despite being an outlier, she's never truly adhered to contemporary trends or squarely traditional R&B. Sullivan has always been relevant, up to and including Heaux Tales, 20 released this year, January 4th to be exact, her first release of the 2020s. And then it goes into her whole story and everything, but this woman's iconic. If you don't know about Jazmine Sullivan, I need you to please go educate yourself. When I say she is a musical genius who is a songwriting aficionado and also a vocalist, a true artist when it comes to vocal talent, and she's just everything. I need y'all to have that backstory before we get into this. So without further ado, we are going to get into Heaux Tales by Jazmine Sullivan. There is 11 tracks on this album, and we're starting with the intro that is called Bodies, and it's Bodies-intro, but of course. So we're starting with Bodies. Ma'am. She's such a sultry. So Jazmine is, I have to, like, this is me going off of this intro. This is the body's intro. I am 35 seconds in. The song is 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm 35 seconds in, and the way that the R&B rhythm came in, like Jazmine knows what she wants on a song. Her voice is so malleable, and it works so nicely with the rhythm and bass. There's like, I think it's an electric guitar that sounds almost like, it almost touches on that synth, like almost, like it's this close to touching the synth. Let me go. This close to being like synth level, but it's not there, and it's so pretty, and it gives it like this futuristic almost kind of touch, which is amazing because like technically 2021, we're in a new century, so like we're supposed to be in this futuristic. Oh, I just love it. But also the lyricism. She started with "bitch, get it together." I'm like, okay, come for my life. But I haven't even been partying. This sounds like one of those messages your friend will leave on your phone, a voicemail telling you to get your life together as you're waking up from being drunk the night before. Ugh, I miss this. Oh, Jazmine. The layering of her voice and the harmonies, and this is just a dance track that makes you feel good, and this is how the album is starting. And the way she just sings all over the scale. So, Jazmine Sullivan is doing her... I knew she was going to do this to me. I knew I was going to be shook coming into this. And Ma'am delivered... This is the opening track, and Ma'am delivered. Ma'am delivered on the opening track, fam. The opening track! Oh my God. Okay, we're going into number 2. It's called Antoinette's Tale. Period. So Jazmine is just coming out spitting facts with this album also. Yes. Period. Hold on. So Antoinette's Tale. And I think Antoinette is a singer. I gotta look into this. I'm sorry I didn't do as much research, and I wish I did with some of the songs because I wanted to be surprised, but I love this. But Antoinette is talking about how, like, the female body, and when it comes to sex, men know what they want, women don't get. There's so much that's happening. Oh my gosh, I'm still processing it. But the way that men come in and they think that sex is all about them, so that's why they go for what they want. And women have pretty much like given them that because society has honestly consistently perpetuate that. Women's bodies are meant to serve men when it comes to sex. And she talks about how that needs to change. That's the long and short of it. And I love that we're going into 2021 and we're trying to like break taboo subjects and push for more growth in all areas, including sexual health. And oh, I love this. Yes, I love this. Okay, we're going to number 3. Number 3 is Pick Up Your Feelings. There she goes again. You don't know what to expect with Jazmine. The way that she make the song sound so warm, because when you do effects on especially like with a voice, you can have some dead air. This is me being an audio nerd a bit, but you can have like that dead air if you're not careful. And I know part of it is whoever produced this song, DZL, amazing. I didn't doubt it was, but the way that there's a panning of the voice with like, and I think these are the harmonies, if I'm correct. On like, it goes from like your left ear to your right ear, and then you have like the warping sound, like it's slowly coming and then pulling back, and it doesn't sound like dead space. Oh, so good. So good. Ooh, she's spitting on this one. Yes. You better spit, Jazmine. Okay. 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 Okay, so almost a minute in, I already know that Pick Up Your Feelings is going to be one of my faves. I already know. But we gonna have to we need to digest a bit of this, just a bit of these lyrics. She really, so she starts off spitting, right? But the part that gets me is when she goes, new phone, who is this? Brand new, like the whip. Rack it up, no assist. Main bitch. I ain't average. I'm gonna stop there. That is the energy we need to take into 2021. Like, period. 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 But then she goes on to say, wake up, need a zip, Hennessy, take a sip. I got my jeans. I'm too thick. I ain't got the room for extra baggage. Dear Jazmine Sullivan, thank you for writing the mood for how we need to live our lives. Especially with relationships. Like, this is not, your relationship not supposed to be baggage. It's not supposed to be digging you down. Like, you're supposed to be a badass person on your own. Be the badass on your own. Let them compliment you. Let you compliment them. But don't make them your baggage. Ooh, I love this song already. It's such a good song. And the way that she just plays with the song and just gives you glimpse into how amazing her voice is, which is throwing. Okay. So next we have Ari's Tale, which is Ari Lennox, who also shows up on another track 6, called On It. But this is Ari's Tale, and I'm ready to see what this is giving. Let's see what this is giving. Okay, so Ari's Tale is Ari Lennox speaking to that other part, which I really love how Jazmine arranged this album. Like, I'm not even through I'm only getting to like the halfway point now. And the way that she puts Antoinette's Tale, which is talking about how you need to own your body and be a bad bitch, and how part of it is society kind of breaking us down. Ari's Tale is talking about, I don't want to say love, because it's not really love fully, but like she's talking about more of the sexual side of it, and I'm gonna say being digmatized. Yes, that's what it is. if you just sorry, but not sorry, but that's what it is. Like, we're gonna call a spade, and how though, like, it's talking about the sexual power of love. Like, that sexual love, and how that can, like, bring the power into a human. And I also really love how Ari Lennox was able to be so open about this, because for the most part, a lot of people go through this. And so, like, speaking truth into it is amazing. Of course, she didn't say names, but, like, it's important to like have these more of these conversations, and it felt really interesting. Like I was almost sitting with a friend and hearing a friend kind of like get that off her chest, which is, just I feel like speaks to Jazmine's like crafting and creativity in regard to creating an album. Because there's a magic to that. Okay, number 5 is Put It Down. Let's see what Put It Down has to give me. I'm scared. How's she gonna start singing her face off? Ow! I know that Jazmine Sullivan is amazing, but this Put It Down, literally, just the way that she, and I love that she put it after Ari's tail, because it kind of like enhances what Ari was saying with her tail, but also the way that she gave this. First, she starts off with singing her face off, as she usually does, and brings in this beat, right? So you already trying to throw it back at the club, but then you sit and you listen to the lyrics, and it's literally taking Ari's tail and fleshing it out and talking about that side of love where you know you whipped for someone because of their stroke game, and you're just like, well, I'm whipped. And I'm just like, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. I am here for this. I am here for this. So we're going into number 6, which is On It. And this one features Ari Lennox. So we'll see how my heart goes, because I love Ari Lennox. If you don't know Ari Lennox, she's an up-and-coming R&B artist who's phenomenal. She is a DMV native. If you don't know Ari Lennox, I need you to get your life together and get into her. Get into the gig, because ma'am is amazing too. But we're going to On It, featuring Ari Lennox. Jesus Christ, I'm having a conniption. It's fine. Ooh. The guitar. Oh, this is going to be like a slow ballad, I think, just from the guitar. I'm done. Not them both singing their faces off and harmonizing. This is not for the kids. This whole album's not for the kids, period. They didn't have to do this. They didn't have to go this hard on this. Oh my god, like I'm really having like heart palpitation. Because first off, they slowed it down, which I love. This is a slow jam, but their harmonies together, like take the lyrics, oh Lord, something that will make your mama scared a little bit. It'll be something your mama not ready for, unless you close like that with your mama and already have those conversations. But oh Lord, that was a lot. But the way they're singing, and I do mean singing, everything. And then, oh my god, the melodies and everything is so beautiful. Oh my god, okay. There are 14 tracks. I'm only getting to the halfway point now with Donna's Tale. Wow. We may have to have a part 2. We're gonna have to have a part 2. Because there's so much I can dissect in this album. So this is going to be our last track for this video. And it's going to be Donna's Tale. Donna is shaking the tables. Donna really said, I'm about to shake the tables. I'm shaking the tables, fam. Because Donna Donna is speaking from the experience of, I believe, a black woman, correct? So, she's speaking about how there is power in using your body to get what you want, especially in a marriage, and how it's a thing. And so, with that, she's stating pretty much all the business of all the black ancestors, especially the black female ancestors, black cisgender. I don't even want to say cis, that's not even correct. All the ancestors who happen to be straight and or have a vagina and lived with a individual who owns a penis in this situation, all right? Because once again, I believe she's speaking from the viewpoint of a black, don't know if she's straight, so I'm not going to assume, but a black woman. That's what I'm inferring. I feel like this is an inference, so if I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But she's talking about that, and she's talking about the power of using sex to get what you want in a marriage in this situation. And it's interesting because you actually get to hear everyone being like, oh my gosh, you right, but also the way that there's a little bit of shock because she's shaking the tables and putting that business out there, because she doesn't stop there. She doesn't just talk about like our quote unquote generation in this situation, but she's talking about how our parents did that too, our mothers did that too, and grandmothers. And I'm like, Donna's shaking the tables. Donna's shaking the tables. Oh my God. Donna's shaking the tables. Donna's shaking the tables, y'all.